All right, 6 levels of music production. We're gonna see what it takes to get from this to this. The first thing that I would do to this novice beat is improve the sounds. This stock bass sound without any processing is pretty lifeless. I will replace this bass with one from the U-Synth, and I'll add some compression, saturation, and reverb to it. So much nicer than the original. Then I will take this tragic, unprocessed drum kit and replace it with some nicer, unique samples. With these 2 small changes, we have leveled up. Now the beat sounds way better, but it drags. This groove is what I would categorize as sauceless, as in lacking in sauce. Aww. I'll bring the second hit up from where it was before by 16th note. By placing that kick on a weak beat, that gives me something called syncopation, aka the source of tension and energy in the music. When we listen to the first rhythm, the time feels like it's passing so slowly in comparison to the second one. Okay, time for leveling up, people. Now we have a nice groove, but musically, it is still lacking. The phrasing of this bass line, dong, dong, doesn't really have an interesting contour. There's no journey, it doesn't go anywhere. So I'm gonna start with this basic motif. And then I'm just gonna leave the rest of the bar silent. I'll repeat the basic motif again on bar 2. On bar 3, I'm gonna repeat the basic motif again, but this time I'm gonna transpose it up a third. Because I waited until bar 3 to do the transposition, the lifting effect is much more powerful than if I had just done it right away after the first time. Now in bar 4, we are ready to go for a great impact moment. So I'll fit 2 of those motifs into bar 4, and I'll transpose the second one up to the 5th degree in the scale. Then to finish it off, I'm just gonna repeat the whole structure all over again, but that very last one that I moved up to the 5th, I'll move down to the 2 so that it contrasts a little bit with the first 4 bars. We are leveling up in here, people. All right, this is starting to feel decent, but we're gonna need to do something a bit strange to get to the next level. And that is delete shit. Pretty much all well-constructed music has something that I would call formal efficiency. Every single melody line and drum hit provides something meaningful to the structure of the music. So let's get back to the drums. Can I remove any of this stuff and have the music still work? Let's try taking off this brighter hi-hat. I think that actually opens things up in quite a nice way. What about this? It has a pretty unique sound that I do like, but if we listen to it in context with the synths, the music just breathes so much better with this gone. So bye-bye. Now to the synths. Oh my God, this melody line is so annoying. The fact that it goes through the whole section and it gets in the way of the hi-hats, literally so annoying. But it wouldn't hurt to fit in a little melody for some musical and textural variation. I really like to try to set up call and response situations in my beats. I'm gonna try putting a little melody at the end of the phrase so it can act as a response to maybe the singer singing their line at the beginning of the phrase. We're leveling up again. Now it's all about the little tricks and details that make something great rather than just good. First detail, bus processing. On my project, I have my tracks organized into groups and subgroups. I made the kick out of 3 separate layers, and each of those layers are processed individually. But then I grouped all those tracks into a single group and processed that as one sound as well. But I did not stop there when it came to the grouping. I have all of the drum tracks going through another group called the drum bus. And on that, I added clipping, saturation, and a limiter. Second detail, texture sounds. I love playing with filtered noise. So I added this little buddy in there. That's some white noise filtered multiple different ways with multiple different modulation patterns on it. A lot of people also like to add vinyl crackle sounds or other folly, like recorded textural sounds into the background of their beats. Third and last detail, automation. I will usually go through every single drum hit in a project and make little micro changes to it, like changing its length or its velocity. Then I'll also automate effects and filters all over the beat. One great example is automating a delay on the snare, which gives it an interesting little rhythm. There are your 6 levels of music production. Goodbye.